Chillo there, H+III+T, it's a boot that dang on time. If you're wondering why I'm wearing this hat, is because we're about to embark on fall, and as you know, there is a crap ton of projects coming out, so you know what that means. Time to sing my favorite song. There's new music brewing! There's new music brewing! And we can't possibly sing that song without that hat. Also, Young Thug is dropping something on Friday. Also, Travis Scott is dropping something on Friday. Speaking of rappers, welcome to another edition of Thinking Box, gosh dang it. Now, y'all, I want to just throw this question out real quick. Why do rappers get a pass? Why do we give hip-hop these passes that we don't give other genres? Now, there's a lot of different ways we can approach this. I mean, there's obviously the ghostwriter accusations that have been put onto Drake, which is actually common factual information, but we'll say accusations if it makes your Drake stans feel better and sleep better at night, compared to in, you know, let's say pop or something like that, or even country and R&B, where people are literally handed songs, like Beyonce. Sia has written songs for Beyonce and Katy Perry and stuff, and they just like and Rihanna, and hand deliver them songs, and it's like, here, sing this, and it's like, okay, and we don't get on to them, so why is it okay for Drake? So why isn't it okay for Drake? But then at the same time, you can make the case, which is where I'm going to be attacking this from, is why is it that mumble rap is acceptable in rap, yet if you do that in any other genre, you'll get left out the building? You see where I'm trying to go with this? It's going to take a while for me to get my words together, so there's no way we can address this on the ranting bench. I need my thinking box. Y'all, let go! When H+III+T has had enough, his sever heads, they help a bunch. I wear Adidas, not Crocs. I'm sitting in my thinking box. Thinking Box is filmed in front of Saki the Sock Puppet. Yay! Chillo there, H+III+T, it's a boot that dang on time. Y'all, work with me on this camera angle. There's some stuff around me I'm trying to crop out so y'all don't see. So I gotta like really crouch down to get in this shot. So just kind of excuse my posture for a quick second, but that's neither here nor there. Welcome to another edition of Thinking Box. Today we're talking about passes, specifically in hip-hop. Why does hip-hop always get this random pass? Now, where I'm gonna approach this is with the ghostwriting and stuff, I guess we kind of have to address that. With hip-hop, the core of hip-hop, the general consensus of hip-hop, the appeal of rap, or hip-hop, whatever you want to call it, is authenticity. People look at rap and they're attracted to what they feel is real. You want to believe that everyone in Toronto has this Jamaican accent because it's cool. You want to believe 50 Cent's a thug and has been shot, 9 times. It's entertaining. It gets your interest. You see that. You see the realness of Jay-Z talking about his past and all the stuff he had to do to get to where he is. You see that and you're attracted to it. Whereas with Justin Bieber, I mean, are we really, drawn towards his accolades as a person? No, you're probably into Justin for his music, or if you're a teenage girl, you think he's hot. But that's not here nor there. With rap, I feel like most people are drawn to the authenticity. Excuse me. Now, with that being said, it's just not okay, personally, for you to not be writing your own music if you're a rapper. Now, I know that sounds, it could go either way. I could see where it's okay, like if you're a Diddy and no one said, let me reword that. It's okay if you don't write your raps, but don't try to say you're the best rapper alive then. Drake is walking around right now basically proclaiming that he's the leader of the new generation and this is the new wave and we just need to get used to it. Now, how that differs from Kanye West back in the day where he was trying to just expand the sound of the genre, Drake is trying to say that you don't need to be authentic and that it's all about the product. That's not what hip-hop is based off of. And people are giving him a pass because the product is quote-unquote so good. I personally don't see how the basis of hip-hop based around authenticity, how that's okay. When Kanye back in the day was trying to just expand the sound of the culture to where it doesn't always have to be about drugs. It doesn't always have to be about money. You could talk about relationships. You could rap over synthesizers and that kind of stuff. That's expanding the music. The authenticity of what Kanye talks about is still there. I'm not sure if that makes any sense, but I'm going to continue to talk anyway. Hopefully somebody's hearing what I'm saying out there. Gosh, I sound like a pastor right now. Are you hearing, pastor? But that's not here nor there. Something else is, let me address mumble rap for a second. Now, I understand mumble rap is meant to not be taken seriously, but the fact that it gets enough of a pass to make a XXL freshman list, and I know it's just a list, but that's solidifying people like Lil Yachty as mainstream artists. People who are coming out saying, we don't have to have songs about anything, and that's okay. That can still be mainstream music. When you go over to rock, sure, there's bands that are out there that are making songs about nothing and just making a bunch of noises over, guitars and drums, but those aren't the popular bands. Those aren't mainstream sounds. A band that's putting out something with substance and the tracks make you feel something and it's not just speed metal. Like, for example, sometimes Slipknot will give us a song like Snuff and it's, something we'd hear from Nickelback, or maybe sometimes they'll have some speed metal and we'll be bumping freaking Sulfur or something like that. But bands like that have substance, like a Killswitch Engage or something like that, or even a Suicide Silence, that's what substance is what separates mainstream, popular, world-renowned, and appreciated bands, regardless of your taste, from just some teenagers in a garage just slamming power chords making random noises. You feel me? The garage bands and these stupid local bands from actual bands putting out legitimate substance. And I don't see how hip-hop is giving passes to these artists that don't have substance behind what they're doing. You can sit there all you want and say, oh my gosh, do you think this is the 90s? Not everything has to have substance. Well, yeah, that's true. That's fine. But putting out literal trash just because you're having fun shouldn't be celebrated as the marquee. You feel me? If we're having a concert, Young Thug is not top billing. Nas is. You feel me? I'm not saying Young Thug isn't, good. I mean, we've had conversations on multiple occasions about how something can be so bad it's good. Future, Party Next Door, artists that are, let's keep it 1,000 are trash, but it's catchy and it's cool. It's so bad it's good. I'm about to review a Soulja Boy album in a little bit. It's going to be so bad that hopefully it's kind of good. You feel me? But those aren't the marquee names. At the end of the day, when we sit here and say, who's the best rapper alive right now? The general consensus, not who your favorite is, the best skilled MC at the moment, everyone is going to say Kendrick Lamar. I don't care if you're a fan of it, because I'm not, but I don't care if you're a fan of him or not. Right now, in 2016, the best MC, the best rapper skill-wise, not your opinion, not your favorite, is Kendrick Lamar. Why? Because of the substance, because of the skill. No one's gonna freaking say Drake. No one's gonna freaking say Lil Yachty. So you shouldn't give these people, I don't get why they get passes for this. When Kanye West, granted I was just complimenting the man, when Kanye West put out the album before Pablo, because Pablo is debatable if that's trash or not, but the album before that, which title I'm not going to freaking say that title. Screw you, Kanye. You're not a god. You're Kanye. Stop it. But that's not here or there. That's more opinion. When this man put out an album of trash, and that's not opinionated. Look at the interviews. The man was frustrated about the fashion industry, so to protest, he put out a purposefully garbage album. Now, if you like it, I'm not saying you're wrong. You just found some beauty in extreme abstract art. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you ask Kanye West, not currently, because he'll lie and say he did it on purpose, but this man put put out on purpose trash, not to push the boundaries of music, not to push the walls of hip-hop, to expand on the culture, but because he was just frustrated. Not because he wanted us to feel his frustration, but because he was having a little hissy fit about not being accepted in the fashion world. When Radiohead drops albums like Hail to the Thief, it's a little bit abstract for me. Most of it is hard for me to sit down and follow. Hold on. Sorry. Most of it is hard for me to sit down and follow, but that's because it's abstract. They didn't put out trash. They're trying to push the boundaries. They're trying to push the genre to just what you can call art, because there's no definition of art. It's art for the sake of art. You feel me? It's not trash on purpose. They're just trying to make a different sound. They're not trying to be weird. They're just pushing the boundaries of sound. But if you look at rappers who put out trash on purpose, like a 2 Chainz, they get this pass because, oh, it goes hard. I'm not saying you can't say it's good. I'm just asking, why are we giving these people mainstream passes? You've got people like Party Next Door that, I mean, yeah, it's catchy, but it's trash. Don't put him up there with Chris Brown. Don't put him up there with Frank Ocean. Don't put him up there with Erykah Badu, Maxwell, and Usher. No, it's trash. The same reason why you wouldn't put Young Thug and Future up there with J. Cole and Joey Bad Butt and stuff like that, and Childish Gambino and who's that one guy, Chance the Rapper, is the same reason why we shouldn't put Lil Yachty and Soulja Boy in the same category as Wayne or Eminem or Jay-Z. They shouldn't even be in the same realm. Don't give them a pass. Don't reward them with a XXL cover. Don't even entertain Designer. Are you kidding me? I just want to know why he gets a pass. There's no right or wrong answer. There's no right or wrong comment, even if you disagree, because I'm trying to be on the fence and not be like totally one-sided here. But I'm asking, leave the comment down below, why in specifically rap are things given passes that just wouldn't be accepted in other genres of music? Let me know. If country music was based on authenticity and not writing teams, then like Taylor Swift wouldn't be accepted, because that's just not okay. Hip hop is based on authenticity. It's based on good music, no pun intended, because I talked about Kanye earlier. So why are we giving passes for people stealing people's culture? Why are we giving passes for mumble rap where people get on interviews and say, "Oh, don't take my music seriously"? Then why are you asking me to review it? If the man says don't take my music seriously, why are we reviewing it? Why are we even talking about it? You feel me? I know I talked about a lot of different points, but it's a lot of stuff. But it can all be summed up as to why is this specific genre, a genre based on authenticity and skill and conveying messages, why is just the opposite in the genre okay then? Let me know down below. What are your thoughts? Like, comment, subscribe, H+III+T. You see another triple OG putting in as much work as me. Do me a favor, point them out. You know, y'all, sometimes I just gotta think outside the box. It feels me.